When Donald Trump tried to buy Greenland, most people thought it was a joke. But what if that decision was actually one of the most strategic moves ever considered? Because Greenland might not look important, but beneath the ice, everything changes. Greenland is the largest island on Earth. It sits between North America and Europe, in one of the most strategic positions on the planet. At first glance, it looks empty, frozen, isolated, but that's exactly what makes it so deceptive. Because the real value of Greenland is not what you see. Under that massive ice sheet lie some of the most valuable resources on Earth. Rare earth minerals, oil, natural gas, materials essential for modern technology. From smartphones, to electric vehicles, to advanced military systems. And here's the problem. Most of these critical resources are currently controlled by a small number of countries, especially China, which means access to them is not just economic, it's strategic. And as the ice slowly melts, those resources are becoming more accessible, which means Greenland is not just land anymore, it's potential. But resources are only part of the story, because Greenland also sits at the center of something even bigger: future global trade routes. As Arctic ice continues to melt, new shipping lanes are opening, routes that could cut travel time between Asia, Europe, and North America by thousands of kilometers. Faster routes, lower costs, greater control. And whoever controls those routes controls the flow of global trade. The United States knows this. China knows this. Russia knows this. In fact, Russia has already been expanding its military and infrastructure across the Arctic. China calls itself a near-Arctic power and has been investing heavily in the region. And the US? It cannot afford to fall behind. So when Trump made that offer, it wasn't random. It was a signal. The US already has a military presence in Greenland, a base that plays a critical role in missile detection, space monitoring, and early warning systems. From that position, it can track activity across the Arctic and beyond. Controlling Greenland would mean controlling a key piece of global security. But more than that, it would mean securing resources before the rest of the world gets there. And this is where things get even more serious. Because this is not just about today, it's about what happens next. As technology advances and demand for energy and materials continues to grow, places like Greenland become central. Not optional, essential. Because the countries that secure these resources early gain an advantage that is almost impossible to reverse. And that changes everything. Because this is not just about one island. It's about power, influence, and the future of global balance. And in that future, the question is no longer, why would anyone want Greenland? It's, who will control it?